afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Captain James Cardigan of the Air Force's 105th Airlift Wing at Stewart National Guard Base, New York. It is my pleasure this afternoon to describe for you today's flight demonstration by America's newest airlifter, the Boeing C-17 Globemaster III, the aircraft that ensures rapid global mobility for America. Today's flight is dedicated to 3 fallen defenders from the 105th Airlift Wing's Base Defense Squadron, who were killed supporting operations outside the base confines while stationed at Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan. Staff Sergeant Todd J. Labreco, Jr. was killed in action September 5, 2013, operating as vehicle commander on his 2nd combat tour. Staff Sergeant Louis M. Bonacasa and Technical Sergeant Joseph G. Lem were killed in action on December 21st, 2015, as they provided security for a team of Air Force Office of Special Investigation agents during an intelligence gathering mission. The aircraft will take off in less than 1,500 feet and perform a max angle climb, demonstrating its impressive power and the ability to depart an airport where enemy resistance is suspected. With a departure climb angle just over 30 degrees nose up, the aircraft will reach over 1,500 feet before crossing the departure end of the runway. Pilots for today's demonstration are Lieutenant Colonel Mark Cox, assisted by Major Jeremy Pullen and Captain Joshua Early. The loadmasters are Senior Master Sergeant Joseph Caulfield, Master Sergeant Matthew Perusa, Master Sergeant Lloyd Powers, and Technical Sergeant Christopher Cummings. The crew has a combined total of over 26,700 flight hours in various aircraft. The C-17's first pass today will be a high-speed pass. After completing a teardrop maneuver to align with the runway, the crew will accelerate to over 300 knots, demonstrating the rapid strategic capability of the airplane. The C-17 design includes a modern computerized glass cockpit, heads-up display, and an advanced cargo handling system. Notice how quiet the C-17 is while passing show center. This gives the Globemaster a tactical advantage while flying low over hostile territory, and is also environmentally friendly. Ladies and gentlemen, the Whisper Pass. The C-17 provides a direct delivery capability that combines the intercontinental cargo carrying capabilities of large aircraft, such as the C-5 Galaxy, with the short runway capability of the much smaller C-130 Hercules. It can routinely land on runways only 3,500 feet long. 4 Pratt & Whitney F-117 engines power the C-17. These are the same engines used by the Boeing 757. Each engine delivers over 40,000 pounds of thrust. This amount of thrust allows the Globemaster III to carry over 170,000 pounds of cargo. The range at that amount of cargo is 2,400 nautical miles. As the aircraft passes, please notice the wing leading edge slats and large powered lift wing flaps. These devices change the shape of the C-17 wing and are the key to its low final approach speed, enabling this aircraft to land and stop in short distances. Today's slow speed pass is roughly 120 miles an hour. Very impressive for a very large aircraft. The aircraft is now performing a go-around maneuver using maximum power to demonstrate its ability to depart an airport where enemy resistance is suspected. The C-17 will now maneuver to show its ability to fly at slow speeds and demonstrate its advanced aerodynamics in action. The aircraft will perform a series of steep bank turns to maneuver for a low speed pass and circle over the airfield. And in case you're wondering how big the wingspan is, it's about half the length of a football field. The tail is over 5 stories tall. Empty, the C-17 weighs almost 280,000 pounds, but with maximum cargo and fuel load, that gross weight rises to over 500,000 pounds. As it passes, notice the upturned wingtips, or winglets. These decrease aerodynamic drag and increase fuel economy. They're roughly over 9 feet tall. Is extremely agile at both high and low speeds, making it easy to operate in any tactical situation, including the combat delivery capability of paratrooper or heavy equipment airdrop. The C-17 uses a quadruple redundant fly-by-wire system to run its flight controls. The fly-by-wire system means the aircraft's flight controls are electronically operated by inputs from control sticks. Yes, folks, I said control sticks. There is no yoke. There are 4 separate flight control computers. Each can manage the job on its own. The aircraft is now maneuvering to demonstrate a full flap approach to a simulated short field runway. The short field capability allows the C-17 Globemaster III to land at over 6,000 more airfields worldwide and currently available to the C-5 Galaxy and other commercial wide-body aircraft. In fact, during NATO peacekeeping mission to Bosnia, the C-17 crews airlifted nearly 1/2 of the total cargo in only 1/4 of the missions, while boasting an impressive 96 reliability rate. Approaching the end of the runway, the crew is simulating an arrival to an airfield with hostile forces nearby. This tactic approach can also be used from very high altitude to avoid enemy fire. The C-17's inaugural flight was September 1991. Since then, the C-17 set over 20 world records, including payload to altitude and time to climb records. The first C-17 was delivered to Charleston Air Force Base in June of 1993. On short final, the crew will demonstrate the ability to land with less than 2,000 feet. Look as the plane appears to fall out of the sky. Upon touchdown, the crew would demonstrate the capability limited to very few aircraft, the ability to routinely get back under its own power. Ground maneuverability is extremely important when space is limited for offload operations on a day-to-day basis. All the maneuvers you have seen here today are representative of those flown by our operational air crews every day. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. Wave to the C-17 and your Stewart Air National Guard Base demo team.
A couple of other interesting facts about the C-17 you might like to know. As you heard, just a crew of 3 can operate that airplane, 2 pilots and a loadmaster. They can carry 102 paratroopers or 134 troops if they are palletized and with sidewall seats, or 54 troops with sidewall seats only. And they can carry 36 litter patients, 54 ambulatory patients, and